Well, Telley heard about Mirababa in 1969, and he had no idea that he would end up writing songs, both words and music, and especially performing them for others. He obtained a copy of Francis Brabizon's Let Us People Sing, and to his surprise, he began to find melodies of songs for the volume. In 1970, he subsequently worked with others in a local Baba group, setting parts of Attar's Conference of the Birds to music. Along the way, he befriended a classically trained musician, David Hogan, who really helped expand his songwriting experience. While a member of Sufism Reoriented, he also became under the spell of Rabrindranath Tagore and St. John of the Cross, whose words inspired him to write music. Through thick and thin, Baba has been reminding him through these songs that it is all good. Sharia Book sells the CD that he created at Seclusion Hill Studios in Asheville, compiled in 2019, inspired by Mirababa, and it's called Love Songs to the Mystery. All the proceeds from those sales go to Mayor Center. It's my pleasure to introduce Telley Leimbach. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Thank you, Joe. The Conference of the Birds that I was involved with in the early 70s in the Washington, D.C. Baba group under Andy and Peggy Muir, it would be a stretch to say we set the whole thing to music. But it would be true that we created some songs out of the texts of the book that we were using to build the play out of. And I just found I had some melodies for that. Well, I will start actually with Can't Help Falling in Love. And it's kind of a sing-along song. And you all can still see me?
Yes.
Let's see here. All right. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So, thank you, Elvis. Yeah.
It's a great song.
Okay. This next song is called The Stranger. This is from Let Us the People Sing. And so it's this book. Let's see here. I woke up early one morning, and the morning was fair, and quickly I dressed me with a scarf for my hair, and lightly I set out while none were astir. Across the flowered paddocks though I did not know where. Gaily I wandered on, my own whim but my guide, till I came to a creek which I lay down beside. The day was my lover, I was his fair bride. Together we wandered o'er the whole world so wide. We wandered together, just as free as the breeze, and visited countries far over the seas, till one day its laughter and gay pleasantries I thought of my homeland, its wide skies and tall trees. I woke up from my dreaming and its flattering lies, and there stood a stranger smiling into my eyes. He was neither so young nor so old as time buys, but he seemed eternal and as pure as the skies. He spoke no word to me, but his silence did greet my innermost longing. Dear God, one day to me. He spoke no word to me, but my joy was complete, and the trees all bent down, and kissed his shining feet. Now my tears fall as rain, as my memory brings his dear face before me, and my heart ever sings and leaps in love towards him as a hare lightly springs. And his silence sounds in me like deep musical strings. Cha-cha-cha.
Wonderful.
So let me see here. Okay, let me do. So one of the songs from a conference of the birds was "Find a Friend," and the Winifred Kershaw, who was a Sufi, had written 2 verses to this, what became a song, and handed to me, and I started playing around with the words, and so some music came through, and then I worked with the director of the show, which is Craig Byers, and we wrote a 3rd verse. And so this is really from the Conference of the Birds, is kind of taken out of that story. Let's see. at a glance, whose love makes your heart long to dance. One so great, you'll feel inspired to love him more and more, will be your desire. Find a friend whose love can be proven true, who shares your joys and sorrows too. You give him your best, and when you're through, you'll find he's given more to you. Search your heart for one most dear. Search your heart. He is near. Find a friend who loves you without reservation, from whom there is no separation. One who will never depart. Find a friend, the true friend of your heart, the true friend of your heart.
Well, what a beautiful melody, Telley.
Thank you. Yeah, well, the words inspired me.
Yeah. Wow.
So let's see here. Joy, 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 rejoice. Joy, Meher Baba's choice of my soul in his plan. Honest truth, I take my stand. Joy in truth, or how I grow. Joy in truth, or how I know. What I reap is what I sow. So joy in truth from head to toe. And joy, 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 rejoice. Joy, Meher Baba's choice of my heart in his love. Endless like the sky above. Joy in love, or how I see with my heart fearlessly. Joy in love, help me be what I am essentially. And joy, 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 rejoice. Joy, Meher Baba's choice of my mind in his game, calling out his holy name. Joy in mind, bring clarity. Joy in mind, help me free what I have that's made to see God's holy light inside of me. And joy, 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 rejoice. Joy, Meher Baba's choice of my form in his play, selfless serving day by day. Joy in form or why I dance, joy in form or why I chance to ever catch my beloved's glance, and in that look find true romance. And joy, 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 rejoice. Joy meher Baba's choice of my soul in his plan. On his truth I take my stand. On his truth I take my stand. On his truth I take my joy, 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 rejoice.
Yeah.
So, no surprise I call that the joy song. And it's something I wrote along the way. Let's see. Yeah, I'll try this one. Because of love, there's a fire in the sky and a fire in my heart that tells me why I'm alive. Because of love, there's a song in my heart, and my heart sings that song to help love's fire to thrive. Love is a reason we came into being, and how we'll get back home. Because of love, there's a moon in the sky, reminding me why I chose to take this birth. Because of love, there's an energy flow, it's pink, and you know it's so abundant on earth. Love is the reason we came into being, and how we'll get back home. Because of love, there's a fire in the heart of us all. Because of love, we open our hearts to hear love's beckoning call. Because of love, there's a path of return, a yearning to burn all that keeps love apart. Because of love, there's a will to be free, a longing to see the face of love in the heart. Love is the reason we came into being, and how we'll get back home. Because of love, there's a fire in the heart of us all. Because of love, we open our hearts to hear love's beckoning call.
That was great. Now, is that your composition, the whole thing?
Yeah. There, what stimulated that was Rana Galu's book, Because of Love. That really resonated for me, those words. And at some point, I had this melody came through, and they worked, and they worked together.
Beautifully.
Thank you.
She named that book after Ghazal 35 in Dust I Sing. It was a favorite of Baba's, Because of Love.
Ah. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Gotcha. I forgot that. Maybe I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that. I'll sing that one in Dust I Sing in a minute. Let's see. So this song is called Let the Answer Be the Day. And it's based on Elizabeth Patterson and Charles Haynes' book about Elizabeth Patterson, who Charles explains would go get in a quiet place in the morning and listen for guidance from Baba. And then she would say, and then I let the day be the answer. So that really, when I first heard Charles talk about that, it really resonated for me, let the day be the answer. But at some point, it got a little bit turned around in my thinking, let the answer be the day. But it's the same, it's the same idea. Start each day with a prayer and let the answer be the day. Go inside to where the silence waits your stay. And once you found some quiet, still the mind, follow the breath. Your thoughts might be a riot. Well, that's okay. Do it anyway. Start each day with a prayer and let the answer be the day. Stop and become aware of what the silence has to say. Time after time and line upon line, words of truth have come from above. Page after age and page after page, with one simple message, learn to love. Learn to love. Start each day with a prayer and let the answer be the day. Trust in what is there and let the silence lead the way. Hand in hand with spirit, we're being led to the truth of our souls. And once we can hear it, we will know it is so. Age after age, sage after sage, we've been learning how to see. Age after age, cage after cage, we've been learning how to be free. Oh, free. Start each day with a prayer and let the answer be the day. Go inside to where the silence waits your stay. And
Nice guitar there, Telley.
It was a fun song to write, and I was tickled that I could take Elizabeth's thing, her mantra, really, and really thanks to Charles too, because when I was in Washington in like 2014, before Charles wrote that book, he was thinking about writing the book at that time, and a group of us went over to Charles's house, and with Chris, and what's Charles's partner name?
Christopher.
Christopher.
Will.
I say Chris.
Christopher.
So the two of them were putting together a slideshow or a picture. Yeah, I guess it was kind of a slideshow of photographs of Elizabeth. And Charles brought it up that he was thinking about writing a book about her. And she was really like a relative to him and the family. So it was just a very kind of inspiring evening. And I think out of that evening, eventually these words emerged, and then the music showed up. Anyway. Yep. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? I could do so that song is on the album, Love Songs to the Mystery. And this next song is also on the album, called Supernal Light. And it's a song that the music came to me first, and then I wondered what it was about. And then I think the word supernal came to me, but it's a word I had encountered in reading spiritual stuff. So it kind of resonated for me. And Baba says that he's not his body. He's really light and love. And that's what this song is about. And it's really written from God's perspective. It's God going through different ways that this light, this love, appears on earth. I am the light of the universe. I've come to quench your soul's deep thirst. I am the day, I am the night, I am the supernal light. I am the light at creation's start. My light ignites the love in your heart. I am the day, I am the night, I am the supernal light. I am the light of the day. I am the light of the night. I am I am the light of the burning bush. My light gives all life a spiritual push. I am the day, I am the night, I am the supernal light. I am the light that changed Saul to Paul. My light will make you feel 10 feet tall. I am the day, light that contains all things. One day my light will give you angels' wings. I am the day, I am the night, I am the supernal light. I am the light at the tunnel's end. Follow that light to your very best friend. I am the day, I am the night, I am the supernal light. I am the light of the day. I am the light of the night. I am
another great melody. Woo. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Sung with passion.
It's on the CD, it came out differently because the songs, it was Phil Ludwig was a producer on the CD in Asheville and Seclusion Hill Records. And he took a bunch of my songs and farmed them out to 3 different pianists, arrangers. And so the guy who did this particular song, I really like what his treatment, but it's different than just the guitar like I was doing. And anyway, that's quite a process, as Rainey knows, making a CD.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Let's see here. Second fret, press A. So I'll do Dwell in Dust. This is from In Dust I Sing. It's number 83 of Francis Brabizon, one of the ghazals. I dwell in dust and sing, and my song is most sweet. For although I lie prostrate, I do not entreat. I'd not wish to be less than the seasons which wait their turn, nor than fire hidden in wood to burst into life and burn. My beloved spins the earth on the tip of one finger. Why should I cry for gifts? He will not forget his singer. They who ask God to fulfill their desires have no faith in him. For the essence of faith is to abide the beloved's whim. I hold out my cup for him to fill at his pleasure, now or at world's end. It will be the same full measure. Waiting is easy for me. I've spent a million years as stone, and then millions more, shaping my ears to receive song's golden tone. Now my waiting is praising, and my praising is sweet. For although I lie prostrate, I do not entreat.
Boy, that was beautiful.
So that's music by David Hogan, who was a Baba friend of mine. In fact, I was the one who told him about Meher Baba. And he became a Sufi and did some beautiful music for the Sufis. He unfortunately passed in a plane crash a number of years ago. But I remember going into his apartment the day after he wrote this, and he played it for me. It was just so exquisite words and music. Yes. I had a song go through my, oh yeah. Let's see, maybe I'll do that. Well, let's do this one. This is called Eileen. And it's one of the books from Let Us the People Sing. I don't know for sure, but I think Francis Brabizon's sister, his name was Eileen. To be gracing tresses, spent not long with soft song, combing her tresses, he came to the gate, and she flew to him crying, and the flowers inhaled the breath of her sighing. He held her and told her the one ancient story that ever, as a river reflects its first glory amidst the bright flowers, she left her care sleeping. I wonder why it is that I now am weeping.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a Francis Brabizon.
Boy, could he write.
Yeah. Right.
It's not often we get to meet the Avatar's court poet in person and have his work in writing by his own pen.
So true.
Was that true that Eileen was Francis's sister?
Yeah, she was a baby sister. I think she died either 5 or 7, something like that. When they lived on the farm, they were malnourished and so on before they moved back to Melbourne, and Eileen passed away.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, he really put his heart and soul in those words. Let's see. It is the innermost one who awakens my being with his deep hidden touches. It is who puts his enchantment upon these eyes and joyfully plays on the chords of my heart in very cadence of pleasure and pain. He it is who weaves the web of this Maya in evanescent hues of gold and silver, blue and green, and let's peep out from the folds his feet, at whose touch I forget myself. Days come and ages pass, and it is ever he who moves my love, in many a name, in many a guise, in many a rapture of joy and of sorrow. That is Tagore from Gitanjali. And maybe I'll sing something else from there. Let's see. No, let's see. Let's see. I don't have a note where exactly I'm saying that. Okay, I'll say this another one from the album. This is called True Love Awakes. See the may run from the one who rules in your heart. Yet come the day you'll hear yourself say, oh love, how great thou art. You will find peace of mind as you give love birth. For love intends itself to extend through all the hearts here on earth. How can we hope to see the ways that true love takes? Yet patiently and achingly, true love in our hearts awaits. How can we hope to see the ways that true love takes? Yet patiently and achingly, true love in our hearts awaits.
Wonderful.
So this is called Give Your Heart to Love, and it's a more upbeat song. And to me, it's very much a Baba song, though I don't specifically mention Baba in it. Love is awakening, love is in everything. Give your heart to love. Love is the answer we've always been after. Give your heart to love. Give your heart, give your heart, give your heart to love. Give your heart, give your heart, give your heart to love. Love is embracing, ego erasing. Give your heart to love. Love is all freeing, the source of our being. Give your heart to love. Love is surrender, joyful and tender. Give your heart to love. Love is the rapture of here ever after. Give your heart to love. Give your heart, give your heart, give your heart to love. Give your heart to love. Love is forgiving, forever living. Give your heart to love. Love is unending, a framework befriending. Give your heart to love. Give your heart, give your heart, give your heart to love. Give your heart, give your heart, give your heart to love.
That's a great song. Definitely a Baba song.
Oh, let's see. You all getting tired?
Play it as long as you want.
Let me do one quick thing. I haven't tuned the guitar recently. Let's see. So this is a lighthearted song. It's really a child's song. And it's the idea that children ask adults, and especially parents, why something is the way it is. And a very standard response might be, because. And this song is about, you ask me why. You ask me why does the sun shine, and I will answer you true. It shines all day in its warm and loving way, and it does it just for you. You ask me why. You ask me why. Well, why fly high in the sky? Because that's why. You ask me why do the stars shine, and I will answer you true. They shine at night in their constellated light, and they do that just for you. You ask me why. You ask me why. Well, why fly high in the sky? Because that's why. You ask me, why does the green grass grow? And I will answer you true. Well, it's green and it grows right through your toes, and it does that just for you. You ask me why. You ask me why. Well, why fly high in the sky? Because that's why. You ask me, why do the birds sing? And I will answer you true. They sing because there's a source of love, and it's right there inside of you. You ask me why. You ask me why. sky because that's why.
Wow, what a sweet song that is. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
You could put any child to sleep with that song.
Mhm. I don't know if oh, maybe one or two more. So this one, True Love Awakes. No, I already sang that song. True Love Sets Free. So let's see. I can remember. You must be brave. Let's see. You must be brave and bold for true love to unfold, for true love's ways to guide your days, for true love is the way, and true love is the goal. I love you true, and truly you love me. Truly our love has set our hearts free. True love's the answer, and true love's the key. True love loves true, and true love sets free. Ah,
Very nice. Beautiful guitar, Telley.
oh, thank you.
I love the guitar in that.
Yeah, that was some things come out as a waltz. Let me see if there's anything. Well, I will sing. So this is called The Friend, and this is from Let Us the People Sing, another Francis Brabizon song. And when I first heard about Baba in 69, late 69, and I went to the center at Christmas 69 with a friend. Remember staying in the far cabin. And it was interesting to be there at Christmas and not with my normal family. I don't know if it was that occasion, but it could have been that I picked up a copy of Let Us the People Sing. And then when I got back to, at that time I was living in Hyattsville, Maryland, I flipped it open and found I had some tunes for some of the words, and that was news to me. Alone I left my house one night and took the road to journey's end. And well I knew I'd meet one who'd be my true trusty friend, my true and trusty friend. And soon I met him on the road when I had gone a little way. And oh, I felt so very glad I could only laugh and say, "Meher Baba, my true friend." He said to me, "Where are you going?" I said, "To search for and find you." He said, "Nowhere may I be found, but in your own heart, trusty true." Said Meher Baba, my true friend. He smiled, the clouds were swept away, and all the stars to disappear. For his smile was the morning sun, which lit the world and all things cheered. Meher Baba, my true friend. Turn the dark night into day, a lovely day in early June. It turned my heart into a spring that bubbles forth in a wild tune. Meher Baba, my true friend. Go, but mark my words, I'll never leave you now that we once have so met, and you must never, never grieve. For Meher Baba, your true friend. But turn your gaze within your heart and keep it trusty, pure and true, and you will find we're not apart, but that I really live my true and trusty friend, and so all day I sing his name, and care not now for journey's end, but just for mere Baba, my true friend.
Wonderful, Telley. Everybody feel free to unmute. Just fantastic concert, really beautiful.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Just gorgeous. You always make me cry, Telley.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your loving, silent support. It's a big help. The last concert I did in November, which was on Election Day, and I think that really had me nervous. I made it had us all nervous. My palms never stopped sweating, and it was very difficult to pick the guitar. So it's really a pleasure today to have pretty successful picking.
Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. And,
It was a beautiful concert. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was lovely, really lovely.
You're welcome. Thank you for attending.
Sure.
I'll make sure you get a copy of the chat window, Telley, too, because people have been making comments, and Angela will send that to you.
Okay, that's good. I see there's some comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to stay on focus if I start looking at stuff like that.
Yeah, well, so now that you've done a second concert and you're more relaxed, then you have to schedule a new one. You're with Angela, yeah.
I'll see what Angela suggests.
And who said that? Mayhu said that. What a special day it is, because this is the day that Mira went to
Yeah.
Baba, and you having this concert tonight is very fitting, as she said.
Yeah.
I forgot about True Trusty Friend. It's a lovely poem. It's so well constructed. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's a lot of words, actually.
It is, but it's a great story. So,
Great story. Yeah.
and unique, yes.
Yeah.
So next Thursday, everybody, Rainey will be doing all original music, right?
Mm.
Yeah, that's a treat. Looking forward to that.
Yes, a lot of it is a few others lyrics, but mostly they're original. They came from a concert called Rainey Sings Rainy Songs with David Myotki and Peggy Rock, for those that have been around forever. And that became a cassette. And that made me realize how many songs I'd written.
Wow.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, just last week I thought I better have this together. And I pulled them out of everywhere I could think of. I still keep thinking of some that I can't find. And that was like 52 went into a little file there. So, but
Wow.
I'll select ones people really love.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to that.
Telley, it was nice to hear the Conference of the Bird song. I have a history with David Hogan too. I think we've talked about this before.
Oh, that's right. You took voice lessons from him, didn't you?
I did indeed. I had been at a conservatoire where I mostly did Italian and German song, and I knew one French song, which I had sung in India. but I heard that he had received the Nadia Boulanger coveted prize for genius musicians and studied in France. And then he started working out at Sufism Reoriented, had the studios where they taught art, dance, and voice, music. And he was the voice master of that part of the studios. And so I studied French song with David Hogan,
Wow.
mostly for A. Very
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah,
Very difficult.
yeah. He was quite a wonderful teacher and quite an excellent composer. It was such a blessing in my life when he entered it, and because I met him through Peabody Preparatory where he taught, and I was taking some voice lessons with a teacher there, and I don't know, we just connected one day, and I wound up telling him about Meher Baba, and he just took the Baba, and then we started sharing musical ideas, and at some point we went to the center together, and eventually, you know, he met Murshid Adus and wound up a Sufi and got married to a Sufi, and has a daughter. Anyway, yeah, it he really had an ear. You really had to, I don't know, just pay
Yeah,
attention.
you really had to pay attention.
Pay attention.
Nothing he couldn't play or hear, and his French was superb. And
Yeah.
interestingly, when he passed, I happened to be at Avatar's abode, and on my annual trip, and I happened to be heading towards Baba's room, and someone came and said that a cable had come for me that David Hogan had passed
Yeah.
and money had passed. So I went into Baba's room in sort of grief about these two things and sang some French songs and sang a song for Mani, and it was around the same time.
Oh, wow.
TWA 800, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a complete surprise.
Horrible.
Mm.
Horrible. I mean, he was a prodigy, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interestingly, out here, I have two people I know who studied with him and knew him well. One is the conductor of the Oakland Symphony, and the other is Alan Hoffman, a famous local pianist for the symphony and all sorts of people in jazz camp and so on. And they both know David Hogan well. And that was a surprise when I came back here to know that all this had taken place, but these other people in my gospel world knew David Hogan too.
Yeah.
Famous musician.
Yeah.
Well, I can see why he liked your voice. You have such range.
Lovely.
The melodic possibilities that you take us to, as if it's just you're just singing the usual old 5 notes or 12 bar blues, and you're actually going nearly 2 octaves all over with such ease. It's a beautiful voice, Telley. Always moves me.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Have you studied singing?
Yeah, I did study this with at Peabody Preparatory. I studied with a lady who was a nun, who had been a nun,
No.
and but she was no longer. And in fact, she got married. But at that time in my singing, I was struggling staying on pitch. And I know I must have made her ears bleed because it was, but at some point it got a lot better.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't hear you going off pitch at
Oh,
all.
no, you don't have a pitch problem at all.
No.
But there was a time when I did. There was a time when I
And
did.
how about the guitar? How about all the picking on the guitar? How did you get so good at that?
Yeah, that was excellent.
Thank you. It's just my own kind of style, and out of necessity. It was out of finding that I could write songs. And by finding that I could write melodies, it kind of forced me, you could say, into how to translate into something on the guitar. And that really inspired any guitar playing that has come along. Even though I have taken guitar lessons at different times, voice lessons, guitar lessons, piano lessons, but the only thing that's stuck really is songwriting and singing. Yeah.
And interpreting them and singing.
Yeah.
You're a well-rounded musician. It's lovely. It's just nice to relax. It's all going to go beautifully and be in the mood of the lyric.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baba once said to Francis when he apologized for having to put former tunes to the 29 songs he had to write in 6 weeks for the East West Gathering, he apologized for using old tunes, and Baba said that the melody is just to tickle the ear to let the words in. Don't worry.
That's tickle the ears. That's good.
To let the lyrics and words in.
Yeah.
Well,
You've moved us so much we don't want to disengage.
Well, thank you.
Very beautiful. I miss our Asheville soiree of seeing each other
Yeah.
at the music festival.
Yeah, that was nice.
I also miss singing in the library at the center.
Oh,
The Tuesday nights and the little concerts that would happen, and
Yeah.
Jeff, and Nan, and Sunday night freeform, the
I,
yeah. So that was always one of the favorite parts of a center stay, was to show up to the library on any given night and participate or enjoy what someone else was doing.
mhm. Where do you live now, Telley? Near Washington still?
Well, Virginia Beach. So I'm about,
Virginia.
how many miles am I from Washington? 200 plus miles from Washington and 350 from Myrtle Beach. I'm kind of in between.
Nice in the middle. Yeah.
They're kind of in the middle. Yeah. Virginia Beach is right where the Chesapeake Bay comes down and turns into the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. So I would say it's kind of a naturally powerful place because it has that big energy of the bay coming into the ocean and then the ocean stretching out. So it's nice.